Welcome to Murder Birds Gaming, episode 17. We're going to kind of cover, I think, Binding of Isaac 2, sounds like. And then also I want to cover some of the new certs Microsoft is actually providing for, what is it, 10,000 people, roughly?
Yes.
Brooker, do you want to go ahead and start talking about Binding of Isaac 2?
Sure, why not? Well, it's kind of just like a remake, it seems, of the first game. I mean, it's only $15, so I would say it's worth it, even if you have played the first game. It just pretty much adds new players, new items. They have switched up the map layouts a little bit. Like in the first one, it was always like a square room, couldn't do much. Like it was always square room and like 4 or 5 different like setups, I guess. Probably more actually, but 4 or 5 are just coming to mind. And in the new one, they made it so that way like some rooms are what like 4 of those rooms in the first game would be one room and has like 4 times the enemies, and it can get really chaotic and hectic. But so far, I'm liking it. I mean, I put 10 hours into it in the past week
So
or
is
so.
this like a more? It seems to me like they added features.
Yeah, they added like I said, they added items, they added characters, they added map layout stuff. I'm not sure what else exactly. Apparently there's co-op in it. I haven't figured out how to get co-op. I think it's only local, though. I don't think it's like online co-op.
Tungle.
Huh?
Tungle. It's... Never mind.
Well, there's supposed to be some co-op. I haven't figured it out, but I also have had no one come over to try it.
I think he's talking like physical co-op.
No, I know.
You want to be able to tungle that.
Well,
Tungle's land. I think he's talking physical, like shared
It-
game.
well,
Yeah, I think it's like same person in the same room on the same machine. I don't know. The Steam Store page just says local co-op,
oh, no, that's okay.
and I haven't really looked into the menu to like see it, but
Bruh! Bruh!
Thanks, Chad, for that insight.
but they did add new enemies too. Like I think one of the first rooms I actually ran into, I was literally fighting a pile of shit.
Are there
Wow.
new enemies?
Yeah, there are new enemies, like a pile of shit. is one of them.
I will defeat you, pile of shit.
They kind of caught me off guard at first. I'm not gonna lie, but
What did it? What is it? Did it have like a face, or was it just like a poop?
yeah, they had like a nice happy face, and it was kind of weird. You know what a whistle? Like there's 3 stages to it. There's like a big one, then there's like a medium one, and a small one. And the biggest one will like whistle and make the smallest versions. It's kind of weird. But it's not bad. I would say it's worth getting. I enjoy it so far.
Well, I really hope there's some sort of beyond local co-op.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it kind of take away from the game if there were just beyond local co-op.
Really?
Like, I don't know. Well, I mean, in the game, you die, and the map starts over. Like, I don't know how they incorporate that. I guess if one person dies, it's completely over, or it's just until the next person dies,
Like,
or
like fucking Halo on Legendary or whatever. You play with your friend that sucks, but he's playing with you, and then he just dies, and you're like, but I want to play Legendary, and then he just makes you restart at the last checkpoint all the time.
I never really played Halo. Never had
Oh.
Xbox.
That's how Legendary was. Like, one person would die, one of the 2 people would die, and they'd just do a reset to the latest checkpoint, like, even if the
Oh, that
other
would
guy was
suck.
still alive. Yeah, so you're kind of like, fuck you, buddy.
But yeah, it was worth the $15 that I paid for it. I'm enjoying it. So they added like twice the amount of trophies. And they also actually added challenges, which is kind of cool. So like after beating it so many times or beating something, it unlocks like a challenge where you start off like a new game, but it gives you certain items to start, and you can only use those items. So like one was like the tank or whatever, and it gives you like a huge amount of health. It slows you down a little bit, and I think reduce damage and stuff. And you just go through that game as that setup, and you gotta beat it, and it's pretty interesting. Although, I think for that one, I found a room that they actually added to this game where if you go in, you can, like, it's called like a re-roll, where everything you've picked up kind of gets randomized to something else. as long as it's still like the same basic thing. So like if you have like a companion following you that shoots with you, it would reroll to like another companion. I went in with the tank and it rerolled to like I don't know, it gave me like a better setup and I ended up beating it that way.
Oh,
So.
nice. Does
That's
it like
cool.
reroll all your stuff then?
All your items, yeah. So I'm enjoying it.
Well, that's good.
But
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this game?
I'd probably say an 8 or a 9. I'm having fun with it.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
liking it. Like I really enjoyed the first one partly because it has that random factor. Like you never know where anything's gonna be. So it's not something where you can just go through and just like get bored because you know where everything's gonna be because everything is always random, which increases the replay factor by a huge amount.
Infinite.
Yeah. So it's worth it. But I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
I guess I kind of wanted to talk about the certifications Microsoft is providing until December 31st. It looks like they're providing
10,000 lucky people.
exactly.
Me and Cody being 2 of them.
Yeah, they're handing out free vouchers for what is it? 5? Oh, no, 5 tests, but I think there's 4 tests.
There's 4 tests, so I'm assuming you can retake some.
Yeah, you can read if you fail.
$750 worth of vouchers.
Yeah, it's a good chunk of money. I mean, it's a 71, 52, 75, 33, 70, 346, 70, 347, 2 or 4 possible tests you can take for free. I mean, why the hell not? I mean, it's one is a beta test, so obviously you're gonna have to wait to see how you actually did if you passed or failed. Regardless if you think you know your shit, you might not.
Heading up.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a great opportunity for 10,000 people to take 4 tests. I mean, it's $750 for free. I mean, even if you fail, I mean, that's why
At
the
least
fuck
you-
not?
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. I mean, then you get the titles of Microsoft Certified Specialist in Azure and Microsoft Certified Solutions Associate in Office 365. So, I mean,
And even if it's shit you won't ever use, it'll look good on a resume.
exactly. More certs, the better.
As long as you know what you're doing.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, we know plenty of people that are A+ certified, but that doesn't mean they know fucking shit. I mean, there's like 2-week crash courses to take the test just so you can get the cert. Doesn't mean you know anything.
There's lots of brain dumps for all these type of certs where you just go for like a week and they're just like, this isn't the test, but we're telling you, remember these answers.
Yeah.
Because they're good answers. That's literally like how they run some of these things. I've talked to some of my friends who have done that, and that's how they're just like, yeah, like they word it a little bit differently, and they know what the answer is, and they're like, just remember this, trust us.
That's how the Navy does it. I knew somebody that went into the Navy, and they just did like a 2-week crash course for like the Security Plus, and they just went and took it.
Yep.
He says, he told me, he's like, I don't remember shit. I just have the cert now. I mean, I think that's the worst way to do it, but
I can say I can do this.
I really can't. I don't even see the point in getting certified like that.
No.
Because then you're just fucked. Because you're just like, yeah, I know this. And
And then you get a job, and you're like, oh, fuck, I don't know this.
then you get fired. And then that looks worse. I mean, I don't know. What you smoking over there? Do you have 2 different e-cigs?
Yeah, he's making his own coils now.
I have no life.
Joel, did you have anything you want to talk about?
Not besides the website. The website's going to be awesome. It's going to be up in a day or 2. The old website's probably going to be down.
The good old website, it's my baby.
It's your baby. It is your baby. It's going to go away.
Man, it makes me sad. I put so much time into that fucking website.
It's going away. It's going to be, this new one's going to be so much better.
WordPress is the way to go too because you can make it connect with APIs and all that good stuff too.
Yeah.
But it just makes me so sad that I put that much time in that website. We had that website for a year, and now it's just going bye-bye because we found something better. It's like your high school girlfriend. You've been with her so long and you love her, and then you just found a way better girl, way better, and then you're just like, yeah, fuck you. That's what it feels like.
That's a good thing though. That's not
It is a great thing. It is a great thing, but at the same time, you still have that, that connection.
And as long as you got your bang's worth out of the first one, move on to the next one.
Hey, we're talking about bad things. Not really.
I was talking about websites.
Yeah, man.
Website.
Talking about, getting that bang.
Bang for your buck.
Bang.
Bang. We'll just keep saying bang.
Bang, bang.
So there's this pretty cool board game I played the other day. It's called Bang.
I was actually expecting a story out of this.
I know, me too.
It's a card game where you play as like outlaw cowboys and like you have to like shoot each other and everybody has like bullet points. It's a pretty fun game when you're around a table drinking and hanging out.
I can't tell if you're serious or you're joking right now.
I'm dead serious.
I thought you were okay. Oh my god.
Google Bang the game.
See, I'm afraid.
Is this 100%?
It's cool. It's a cool fucking game. It's legit.
Oh, it is.
I'll be damned.
That is a legitimate game.
Bang.
I thought you were full of shit, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I really thought you were full of shit.
As if I just lie all the time about everything.
No, it's just we were talking about Bang, and then you're just like, I played this board game called Bang. Like,
Yeah, it made me think about it. I wanted to say Bang a few more times, and it was relevant somewhat to games.
It was. 100%.
could it be a drinking game? Could you turn this into a drinking game?
Oh yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
Because I love me a good drinking game.
I would like take a drink every time you got shot, or every time you shoot somebody. That'd be fun.
That sounds so terrible. Ah, bitch! Take a drink. I shot you. It just sounds so terrible.
Has anybody talked in the past few podcasts about the new Borderlands or the new Shadow of Mordor game?
We talked a little bit about Borderlands when it first came out, and I got it. So I don't know if I talked about it since I beat it though.
Yeah, most people I know have already beat it. I heard it wasn't that long.
I think it was. I don't, actually, I can't tell you how long it was because I've been playing it since. I don't know. I felt like it was a little bit shorter than the previous two, but it was a good filler game. I don't think it was actually done by the same people that did the first two. I think it was like a little.
2K Australia.
Yeah, no, the other two were just 2K.
You could totally tell there was Australians made it because there's so many fucking Australian characters and.
Did you see the thing on Reddit where it's like Borderlands the pre-sequel, aka like Australia the game, or Borderlands Australia
No.
or something?
That's
Because they did
fun.
make a lot of like references to Australia in it, but it was good. The way it ended, it set it up for a third game, obviously.
A fourth game?
A fourth game, yeah. I was thinking Borderlands 3.
Before third.
So, but the
Yeah.
fourth
Maybe
game,
before
yeah.
third. Yeah.
So it was
Either
good.
way. Yeah.
I liked it, and it's actually funny. Like, so, like I suggest everyone play the second one before the pre-sequel, because I'm pretty sure I said this before. Because the pre-sequel is like a flashback type story thing, where it takes place. Like it starts off the very first cutscene. Jared can attest to this. Is in place after the second one happens, and it's all this character just telling the events of the pre-sequel. And it was funny because I don't think I've talked about it again since I've beaten it, but when you start up New Game Plus, like me and my buddy started it, and we're like, all right, so it's just going to be all the same dialogue again, whatever. We weren't really going to pay attention to it. But instead, it started off with one of the characters from the second game. Like, all the dialogue, that, like, the over talk or whatever, like, the real time happening was from another character, and they changed all that. And it starts off the one character from the second game this Tiny Tina, the little 13-year-old girl that loves explosives. She's like, you start off in the game plus, and she's like, all right, so I want you to tell the whole story again, and do this, this, and this, and like change the name of the enemies to make them more badass sounding and all this. And the lady who's telling it is like, so you want to hear the whole story again? And she's like, yeah, do it. And then just throughout the game, like all the talking that happens like from the quote unquote real time is switched up, which is pretty cool.
So they pretty much add more to the story when you play through it again.
You don't add more to the story, but you hear different dialogue.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's still kind of more. It's still kind of more to the
Yeah.
story.
Like it's nothing that like hints, or at least I haven't run into anything that hints towards anything about the third game yet, or fourth game. I keep wanting to say third, but it was good. And again, they set it up for another game, which is going to be interesting to see what they do there.
I still haven't beat it. I still gotta beat it, but I'm liking it so far. Wish I had people.
Go ahead. I played APB, or whatever it is.
What?
APB Reloaded?
That game's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
No, that game was fucking terrible.
Did you play with friends or?
No,
What game is this?
It's
Okay.
APB Reloaded. It's free.
It's basically, it feels like GTA. And there's two factions. There's criminals and there's enforcers. From what I've started playing this game. And from what I got into this game, is I started the game, and I was just thrown into this game, no fucking idea what I'm doing. And it's like, ready up, and I'm like, okay. And then it threw me into this event, and it's just full of people that have been playing this game for, feels like fucking years, and you just die constantly.
They probably have, and they probably have really good weapons and all the fucking gear, and you have nothing. And
How the fuck am I supposed to progress in this game if I can't do anything? So what I ended up doing was, for probably about an hour and a half, was I just got a car and I just ran people over.
That's fun.
It's fun for like an hour, and then I'm like, fuck this game. And then I would find other players when they're in their cars, and I would just hit their car and make them roll over. And that's all I would do. I would not progress in this game. I was still level whatever the fuck I was. Fuck that game.
You make me want to play this game.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a terrible game.
It's
Don't ever
But
play it.
you can get a bunch of you can get people in a car, can you not?
I don't know. I don't know.
I agree. It is terrible in the sense that it doesn't really. You don't really know what to do going into the game, and it's pretty random. But once you figure out what to do, it becomes a little bit more sensical.
It just. I wish there was at least like a starter area. No,
I think there
there's
is.
no.
Yeah, if you go
I
to
was-
there's like a menu where you can go to different districts.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a starter district.
Oh, well, it just thrown me into this district, and I was just dead all the time. I would just walk around in this little event, try to shoot somebody. I'd be shooting them in the fucking face, and then nothing. And then they would just come by whatever fucking bazooka they had, and just blow me the fuck away. And it was
That
stupid.
sounds great.
How you feel about that game is exactly how I feel about DayZ.
I have not touched DayZ in at least 8 months.
I have never played DayZ.
That game just pisses me off every time. I'll like travel for like 2 hours, walking 50 miles through the forest and find a fucking gun with no ammo, and then have someone rob me at gunpoint and fucking tie me up and leave me in the fucking wilderness, and I get eaten by zombies.
Sounds fucking terrible.
Not exactly like APB, but still, you know, bullshit. It's just bullshit.
Yeah.
Alright, I have a game that I saw recently that I noticed a bunch of people have played, but it's Heroes and Generals. I know you put some time into this, Jarrett.
That game's pretty cool.
Is it?
I mean, if you like World War II shooters,
I do.
you'll probably like it.
And like you work with like parties, I'm guessing it kind of looks like, and then you have a general who runs like an RTS style command giving.
Yeah, you squad up with people, and every battle pretty much every game you join is like a battle on a certain part of Europe.
Yeah.
And each army has a bunch of platoons and squads, and then the generals are controlling it, like you said. But the armies will like converge on each other, and you play as the actual guys on the ground fighting and capturing different lands and shit.
And or like I know you can play. I saw you can be a pilot. You can be driving a tank around, all while these other people are running around as infantry around you, trying to take objectives as well.
Everybody starts off as infantry, and as you level up, you can get promoted to a pilot or a tank commander, or you could stay as infantry and then become like a sniper or, like a sapper or something crazy. So it's like you kind of decide how you want to play it, and if you get tired, you can always make more characters. Like I got a buddy who's got a pilot and a soldier and, a tank. But I just play as just the regular infantry because I don't put that much time into it.
I don't know. I watched a couple of trailers and it actually looked really. I was intrigued. It looked like it would be something fun to play with a bunch of friends.
And there's bicycles.
You can ride around as infantry.
You can ride bicycles. And they
Oh
have
my god! You have a bicycle gang in World War II.
Yes.
That sounds pretty badass.
Amazing.
It is pretty cool.
It's like, ride up on your bicycles and then you just like hop off with Thompsons and you're like, motherfuckers, we're here.
Well, what usually happens is you'll be riding your bike through like a city, and some guy sees you, and then he just fucking shoots you off your bike, and you're like, "Oh my god, this is awesome."
Can you like hop in vehicles and stuff too, or
Yeah, you can get jeeps and motorcycles and a whole bunch of shit.
And you can do this just starting the game off. This doesn't require any sort of level.
Everybody can get bikes, but if you want to get jeeps and motorcycles and other stuff, you have to level up and unlock that stuff.
This game sounds interesting.
Yeah.
It sounds fun.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It sounds fun.
Does it sound fun?
Very. It sounds incredibly fun. Does it not sound entertaining to you? To be riding around with a bunch of your friends on bicycles, because we're all level shit. And we're rocking the bicycle gang in World War II Europe.
No.
No? Okay. Well, I don't believe you. So.
I see the fact that I could be riding around and then just getting shot randomly. I don't like that.
Well, see, what you do is you take your bicycle and you go like 6 miles outside the fucking map through the forest and ride all the way around to the back of the enemy's base. Then you hop off and shoot people in the ass. That's all good times.
That sounds fun too. Does that not sound fun?
I mean, I think I would play it for a little bit, but
I don't know, man. What about in Jeeps? You get a couple of your buddies in Jeeps, running around motherfuckers and shit.
Bicycles sound better.
Bicycles do sound better, but you can ride around with your buddies in Jeep. Unless you can get... Like, do they have the motorcycles
tandem
with,
on
like,
a bike?
the little, like, side cockpits?
Yeah.
Ah, it's
The
awesome.
sidecar motorcycle.
you and the fucking sidecars. man.
I love sidecars on motorcycles, especially World War II. Just like in the
I'm pretty sure they can.
No, it's so great. It's so
Yeah,
great.
I'm pretty sure you can shoot out of them too.
It's so great. I don't know what it is. I just think it's fucking awesome. 'Cause you're like, I'm a motorcycle, and your buddy's like, fuck off. Oh, it's just,
I don't know what it is. I just like punching things.
I don't know. It's just so I don't know. I love them. I think they're fucking amazing.
So Joel, you should install that game and check it out. Let me know. I'll play it with you.
Okay.
And don't install APB.
Okay. Well, I'll install this if you install this, and then I won't install APB. How about that?
Fuck that game.
All right. Are you talking about heroes and generals or APB?
APB.
Okay. And I know Jarrett saw that you were playing Advanced Warfare, and he wanted to know what your thoughts on it were so far, Jarrett.
I saw I was playing.
Man, Brooker saw it.
Oh,
You playing Advanced Warfare.
Yes, I want to know more.
My doppelganger's out there. It is. I've only played multiplayer, so I can only talk about the multiplayer.
Which is what everybody plays on it.
Yeah, most people play Call of Duty. They play it for the multiplayer. It is different than the previous Call of Duties in the sense that they actually made the gameplay different enough to where it doesn't feel like another copy of the same old Call of Duty. It feels like a mixture of Halo, Titanfall, and Call of Duty all mashed into one. Everybody has like exo bodysuits so you can run really fast and jump up on buildings and fucking punch people when they go flying 20 feet. So that changes the whole dynamic of the movement. Because people can just like rocket jump up onto a huge building and fucking snipe you, and people are all like flying around with jetpacks and there's fucking laser guns and rail guns and plasma explosives, and it's just, I don't know, it's weird for Call of Duty. It's fun. Is it worth $60? I don't know. I bought it from Brazil for $43. So
Yeah, question. Do they have vehicles yet?
I did not see any vehicles. But one cool thing is they added to the kill streaks, where in the previous ones, like, you know, you could call in a chopper and the chopper flies around shooting people.
Yeah.
This one has like combined kill streaks. So you could call in a chopper, and while you have it called in, you can control it. And then you could like invite me to like help you shoot. So like you could be piloting the chopper and I'm shooting from the chopper, but we're actually both on the ground just like doing remote control shit. It's pretty weird, but it's kind of cool how they did it.
Alright. I bought it tonight, so I'm gonna play it at some point either tonight or tomorrow.
The scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that game?
Scale 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7.
And this is first impression.
Yeah, first impression, I give it a 7.
Alright.
But I've played all the Call of Duties, and I've kind of gotten burnt out just like everybody else in the same old shit. So
I give APB a -5. Absolutely fucking terrible game.
It's
It's so bad.
would you rather punch yourself in your own balls than play that game again?
Ooh.
No.
So it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not. It's not. It's not bad enough to cause myself physical pain. It's not that bad.
Just commit to your -5 score and say, I would punch myself in the balls. Nobody's going to tell you to do it. Just say you would.
How is a -5 equivalent to punching myself in the nutsack?
Because you've gone underneath the floor. Like, you've hit the floor and you're like, we got to dig down. It's not bad. No.
I'm not gonna punch myself in the nuts. It's
Nobody's
a terrible.
asking you to.
No. All right.
All right, so it's a 0.
No.
It's not
So
a -5.
nobody
Unless-
download.
Unless you're willing to punch yourself in the nuts, it's not a -5.
Is Heroes in General on Steam?
Yeah, it's free.
I don't see it.
Heroes and the and sign.
Oh.
And
And I don't know how to make that with my hands, so and.
And
it's called
Alright. Anybody else have anything to bring up?
have we talked about Gamergate at all?
what is this?
Do you guys know what Gamergate is?
I heard about it. I didn't look into it though.
What is
The
this you
website?
speak of?
So, a few months ago, there were some people in the gaming industry who were called out for what people were accusing them of giving favorable reviews to games only because they were friends with the people who made the games, and vice versa, giving bad reviews to games just because they weren't friends with those people.
The Zoe Quinn incident?
Zoe Quinn is included, but there's various other people included in the whole thing. But
Okay.
since there were women's names called out, there was another group called Anti-Gamergate who are saying the movement's only about being against women and all the people supporting this movement are sexist. And I actually have a friend who's a girl and she's a gamer, and she started voicing out, her opinions of Gamergate and standing by gamers, saying, we're not all sexist. We just want honest reviews. We want the reviewers to be honest. We want honesty. We don't want to be lied to and bullshitted because of favoritism. So, pretty much, I feel like I stand by those people, but there's just a lot of nasty shit going on right now. People are getting death threats. People are getting doxxed. People are getting swatted all because of this. It's like a pretty big deal going on right now in the industry.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
If you guys don't know anything about
honest reviews. I agree on honest reviews. That's what we're all about. That's what it should always be about.
I mean, like you know, if I made a game and it was a shitty game, you wouldn't go out there and tell people to buy it just because you're my friend. You know, you'd be honest and be like, well, you know, he's my friend, but I think it's kind of a shitty game. You know,
I might not do a review on it, and I might just come to you and be like, dude, this is shitty. I'm not gonna review it. I think that's the best I can do for you. You know, like.
I don't think it'd be as bad as APB.
Or if there's be ball punching man.
Yeah.
like if APB gave me like some free DLC and like game credits, and then they were like, go write us a good review, that would be like, you know, that would be dishonest, wouldn't it?
It's like bribery.
Yeah. So if nobody knows much about it, and the people watching this video, if you guys don't know anything about it, I'd recommend go look into it. There's like a huge Twitter war going on, and
There's
all
a giant.
these
There's a giant Wikipedia article on it. I just did a quick search.
people are making videos left and right online, and gamers are being painted as bad people, and I don't think that's right. Because games aren't just for men. You know, I know a lot of girls
No.
who play games.
No. Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, what was the new statistic that actually there's more female gamers than there actually is male now?
Yeah, that includes mobile gaming, which some people don't consider real gaming. But I mean, to me, a game is a game.
Yeah. I mean, regardless of if it's, you know, Candy
Interactive
Crush.
entertainment.
Yeah. I mean, if it's Candy Crush, it's a game. It might not be PC gaming, but it's
Yeah.
Or console gaming.
Like, yeah.
yeah,
It's a game.
it's a game. But
There's some
whatever.
people out there who feel that just because somebody plays Candy Crush, that they're not valuable in the gamer community, or that their opinions aren't, you know, valid in the gamer community. And I understand people who think that way, but I still think that anyone who plays any type of game, you know, should have a voice in the gaming community.
Yeah. Well, I mean, by no means are they going to be labeled as a hardcore gamer. And then also something like Gamergate, they probably don't even give a fuck about.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like they're just like, I love my Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Like that's you got the more hardcore gamers, which I mean I would say we are more hardcore gamers, but the ones that feel like they're part of the elite group.
Yeah.
And that all others below them are not allowed to voice what direction the industry should go in.
It's like elitism.
Yep. Definitely. That is definitely in the gamer community. For
I
sure.
hate elitists.
It's just like a few years ago, you know, people were trying to say video games cause violence, and that still gets brought up all the time. This is the same thing, but instead of violence, now they're saying if you play video games, you're sexist. If you
Or
play
like
video games, you're
racism.
racist. Yeah.
I know Resident Evil 5. Let's hit up on that because it was in
You're
Africa.
in fucking Africa.
They
How,
had a
there's
lot of black
there's gotta be
people.
black
They're
people.
like, they're like, you're fucking racist. What is this? Like, and they ended up changing the game. Why would they should have just been like, no, fuck you. It's Africa. What do you
Yeah.
want me to do? Like,
Nobody was claiming racism with Resident Evil 4 when you're in Spain and you fight all these people speaking Spanish.
yeah, like we've been killing white zombies since 1998 or 1996, whenever the first one came out. I mean, come
Needs
on.
some variety.
Come on. Like, just
They're
fucking,
racist.
like,
They're racist for thinking zombies can only be white. They're the real racists.
Also, you
Zombie
nuts.
supremacists.
get a little bit of thicker skin and just like, it's a fucking video game. Why is this affecting you in your life?
Because people just want a reason to bitch.
They do want a reason to bitch, and that's a problem. But you know what? Keep it out of my shit. Keep it. I mean, it's a form of expression. It's art. You know, some people may disagree or whatnot, but it is an art form. I do feel myself.
It is. It's a story.
to be able to create a world and share it with the rest of the world. I think that is amazing. I love it.
It's a story. I mean, that's what a game is. It's a plot. There's artwork in it. I mean, there's people that develop just do the digital design of a character. It's art.
Yep.
It's what it is. I mean, you got to have somebody that's really good at making those awesome digital boobs. It takes a lot of patience and
Then
intricate.
you add the jiggle physics into it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
And
that's
you got somebody
Bam's got
studying
that shit down pat.
the science behind less armor equals more
Mhm.
on female characters. That's a
And
science.
then, that's like another thing that's brought up in Gamergate. A lot of feminists out there, there's good feminists and bad feminists, but a lot of feminists out there think that just because, someone has a sexy outfit in a game, that it's sexist. Like, who
But
cares?
I mean, look at every single male character. They are ripped beyond belief.
Yeah.
That is not a average standard of a normal person. That I'm just gonna be born and I'm just gonna walk around normally and be ripped. Like, just what guy gamer is just ripped like that? I mean, they're fucking chiseled men and like fucking I don't know what, and they're just no, that's not a good standard either. So I don't give a shit what these women think about their stupid skimpy outfits. Men are just as stereotyped in games. That's the point of a game. It's a fantasy.
As you're saying, sorry, Joel.
You go.
I was just gonna say, as Cody was saying, what men are often chiseled and unrealistically portrayed in games, but most of us play those games and we don't sit there and look at that and like, wow, that makes me feel bad about myself. No, like
My Saints Row character isn't that way.
What?
My Saints Row character is not chiseled in any way.
Oh well, yeah. That's what's great about Saints Row. You can be like a transvestite, fucking Canadian, and it's awesome. They're bringing the diversity.
Why you gotta throw Canadians in there? Come on.
Because it's rare. Okay.
That's racist.
How many games can you play as a Canadian?
A hockey game.
Every hockey game, they're all Canadian.
No, that's
Anything
racist.
with Wolverine or Deadpool.
There you go.
But either way, what I was getting is we can get into that, but then we're going to get into a whole different like social argument because then that runs into the double-edged standard of everything.
Yeah.
I mainly
that our
just
society
wanted to,
runs on that the fact that a man should just deal with it. He should just deal with it. Like that's just what society is. A man should deal with it.
But then that goes into the whole equality thing.
It's the equality. It's like I said. It's a whole social issue that's massive.
It's not a black and white issue.
No, it is not. Not in any way, shape, or form. And I feel we're all very open-minded individuals. And I mean, I believe in people being able to express their, their views and all that. But it comes to a point when you're full of shit and you're being retarded.
I just want to stand up for the gamers against us being stereotyped as racist and sexist and all that, because I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think gamers are bad people. Gamers are fucking cool people.
Yeah.
Most.
Well,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, a lot of gamers.
Xbox Live gamers excluded.
A lot of I fucked your mother. I mean, that's.
But I mean, that's just with any sort of group. That's why you cannot label an entire group of people. It doesn't work. There's always exceptions. That's where you run into that too.
Yeah.
But I would say the majority of gamers, yes, we're not running around, catcalling women and, like running up and screaming racism at every other race. Like, that's not realistic.
They just do it in the game when they're fucking getting their ass kicked to some random person online that they don't even know.
You're just expressing your aggression at a character that person has made.
Yeah. It's.
So I didn't mean to bring up an off-topic random social discussion. I just wanted to make a quick comment on Gamergate because it's a big thing in the gaming industry.
It's a part of the industry. I mean, that's.
It's relevant. It is
Yeah.
completely relevant.
I mean, people are just being petty, fucking stupid people. I mean, just play the goddamn game, enjoy the story, stick your fucking racism, sexism up your fucking ass, calm the fuck down and enjoy the goddamn game. People are just stupid, and people just need to realize that people are people, and that's it. There's no changing it, and it's just accept it.
Yeah.
True that.
There's nothing more to say about that.
No.
We can talk about it later, but I think we're running up near the end of our conversation here, so.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
You go ahead.
Okay. Well, you guys, I think we possibly might be moving podcasts to a different time and date. Might not be on Sundays. We are not sure, so we will update you on that. Also, if you want, if the website stays up, you can check us out at murderbeardsgaming.net or whenever the next podcast is. We don't know.
For the next 9 years, you will be able to find us at murderbeardsgaming.net. We own it for 9 years. You better come, please.
It was almost 100 years.
We could have gotten a 100-year deal, but I mean,
we will always be forever known for murderbeardsgaming.net.
I will place that on my children when they're older.
Yeah, the next generation can host murderbeardsgaming.net. All right, well, you guys have a good night. Bye-bye.